I'm Jack Kavanagh. I'm elite middle distance runner. I train here at Holland Sports. I started running in lockdown, came down to my local track in November 2021, and that's where I met my coach, who's an ex-Winter Olympian. And then from then on, I just trusted everything he says. He took my 5k time from just shy of sub 20 minutes down to now 13 and a half minutes. I wanted to get like little labels and laminate them, but that's a bit extra. Right, I've gone for 12s. Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you got involved in running? Because your story is quite unique compared to quite a lot of other people. You kind of started later. I think you're 25, 26 now?
Yes. So I did a little bit when I was 10, 11, but then fell in love with football. And actually this pitch here is where I used to play football for about 10 years. And then it was lockdown where I started to explore with running again, just wanted to go out in the countryside, and then fell in love with that. That's where I came down to the track. And I just started running for just health reasons, just wanting to be outside. Never thought that it would end up being in the elite running scene, but I'm just loving it, and I'm enjoying growing as an athlete and getting those times lower and lower.
Tell me a bit about the club and how you kind of started to get involved, because you're only 2 minutes down, right?
No, Holland Sports is very much a family-orientated club. My dad's the chairman here, my granddad played football here for 30 years. Cousins play football here, we all go down to the local club that's just there. It's very much built on community spirit. We all get together. We may not have the most amazing facilities, we train here on a cinder track, but we learn to just do the best with what we got. And you'll see from the grass session in a moment that we all just get stuck in. We all work hard, and that's what we do.
I like to get them. Like this together.
You go down and watch it?
No, I watched it from home though.
What, I'm off?
Yeah.
No, sorry, Luke, you're there.
Oh, yes. So Saturday is our grass rep day. This is where we do a 1 kilometre loop around our fields here. I'm expecting it to be very muddy. I'm also coming back from a bit of an illness that turned into an injury, so I'm going to keep this one at relaxed thresholds, which is probably going to be 15 seconds slower than what I usually do these reps at. And it's just about being careful because I don't want that fatigue growing back. So I'm just taking each session as it comes, and can't wait for you to see what the grass reps look like at Holland.
Years ago, and it was a complete mudfest. So I'm thinking, what on earth is it actually going to be?
Yeah, I don't know whether to keep them on. Yeah, so squeaky. What your shit? Jackson. Oh,
They didn't say what
they
for long, did they?
They don't look new now though.
Okay, I think I'm going to go slower. Yeah, Neil said for me to stick with you as much as possible.
With me?
All feeling good. Yeah.
You're leading today.
How many are you doing today?
I think 6.
6?
Yeah. Usually it's 10 to 12, but coming back from injury, 6 to 8 would be sensible.
Yeah.
What are you kind of like working towards in the immediate future?
Building up to 10k. I think we're beginning to think I'm more 5k to 10k rather than 15 up to 5. So I've got a 10k booked in Norway, and then after that a 5, and then it's very much beginning track season early May. We've identified a couple of races in Czech and Belgium to try and hit those times needed to qualify for the Commonwealth Games or get that standard.
Ready? 3, 2, go.
Got to keep an eye on his fatigue. In my mind I go for 6. Anything extra would be great.
I feel like it makes it easier though because I have to run on the halves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
Not sure white t-shirt, white spikes, white socks was the best idea. There we go.
That choice. We spoke about how you got into the sport, but you're obviously a full-time teacher. Can you tell me a little bit about that journey from, first of all, your love for teaching, but then what kind of made you ultimately back yourself?
Yeah, no, I did absolutely love teaching, and it was a very hard and sad goodbye when I said goodbye to the school. But I think what made me make the leap was that we went to the science labs and we did testing, and the results were great, and we realised, yes, there's something here and it's worth exploring. I do go back to the school to do some volunteer reading, nothing paid, because I do miss that side of things, and it's important for me not to just be Jack the runner all the time, so going back to the school is a great way to do that, and it helps break up the day.
3:18, 3:19, 3:20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 3:31, 3:32. Done.
Woo-woo!
There's of course a couple of times that I want to hit, but overall that GB vest, I would love to achieve that. I've represented England a couple of times now. There's very much time to get that vest. If I get the times on the track, then I know it warrants the vest. It's just about putting those times down. Getting that vest would mean the world, and just kind of a step forward, and I think that would be awesome.
What is the kind of like step up for you, or what do you think is required to kind of like go from like being someone that's represented England to being someone that's represented GB? What's the like jump?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is the belief. I've always been someone who tries to believe in that position I want to become. So even before I was an England athlete, I believed I was. So like GB vest is not there yet, but I'm almost believing that I am there. And just training one step ahead, and hopefully that will come.
minutes. Go 5, 306, 7, 8, 9. Well done, Jack. Go. 118. Guys, 122, 123, 124, 128. Excellent.
What's your kind of relationship with like self-belief, and how has your self-belief and confidence grown and developed
Yeah.
over the past couple of years?
No, I recognise how important it is. A couple of years ago, when I was kind of making the transition from it being a hobby to pursuing it as a career, I realised that this is an area to work on. So I actually started working with a goal-setting coach who is an ex-professional footballer, Nicky Forster, and he was a footballer who came from this area, and I knew there was something there to explore. So he's helped me work on that side of things, outside of the pitch, and yeah, it's so important, definitely.
It's so good to be back though. It's unbelievable.
Good.
It's so nice to be back with the group.
He's back.
It's back.
He's back.
What one are you on then?
5.
5? I swear we're on 5.
No, you're 1 ahead. Yeah. At least 1 ahead.
Yeah, that's 2 minutes. Alright, go.
Well done.
308, 309, 310, 311, 312.
Cool. Session done.
Yeah, no, it's so good to be back. Done a lot of treadmill running recently just to see how the legs were feeling, coming back from the fatigue illness, and yeah, it's so good to be back with the team. Good to get stuck in. I think this was probably the muddiest we've had it here.
Yeah.
Usually we do 12 times a kilometre loops. Today was sensible. I did 8, so it's cut down the volume a little bit, and also the pace as well. I was like 15 seconds off what I'd usually be running them at. Just got to be sensible. It was hard seeing the boys finishing off their last couple of reps and watching, but yeah, I've got to be disciplined, got to be sensible, because these things can get worse if not. But it's so good to be back with the team.
Making a 3-course dinner for
Dude, he was so pumped. Like, it's so faffy this morning. Protein shake.
2 protein shakes,
2 protein
one with
shakes.
banana, and then you were moaning that the protein shake wasn't right.
It was strawberry and all. She asked for chocolate.
Yeah, I'll still be at that.
Yeah, we're a small club. I think a couple of years ago we'd come to the track and there'd be 2, 3 people at the track, but now it's building. We are getting bigger, and we're hoping to send a team forward for some of the relay events coming up. But yeah, there's always been a good vibe, good atmosphere. You know, we all work hard, we all work together. Yeah, it's growing, and it's really good to be a part of.